Good morning. This is Good Morning Transfers. We've already heard a snippet of our next guest there. Threw me a bit there. And he's one of the most streamed DJs around, and this latest single, No Time for Tears, is with Little Mix. He is a huge Aston Villa supporter. It is Nathan Dawe. Nathan, what a pleasure this is. Good morning to you. It was a brilliant 2020 with your music. What are your hopes for this year?
I think, well, good morning first and foremost, but I feel like obviously last year you couldn't go out and perform, so you had to get quite creative and do a lot of these Skype and Zoom calls, and it was great, but obviously nothing's as good as performing in front of everyone in festivals and crowds. So I'm just hoping there's some good news, maybe towards the end of this year, it's probably more realistic, so we can go and perform and just give a good time to everyone that's had such a bad year last year.
Now, you announced one of your songs on the pitch at Villa Park. I mean, you mentioned that you're missing a crowd there. It would have been amazing if you had a crowd in announcing the song at Villa Park. But how exciting was that for you as a Villa fan?
It was amazing. Obviously, being part of the club for so many years and like doing stuff pitch side with them, they never let me on the pitch. So I've always said, hopefully one day I'll be able to get on there and see how it feels. And then I think it might have helped doing a song with the biggest girl band in the world. But we made the call and they were just really supportive, like they always are. Big up Ian from the Villa. He sorted it out and we were just on the pitch. And when I was walking out the tunnel, just a surreal feeling. And like they put all the floodlights on for us and it was just insane. And it was like just a dream come true, really. I think that's the closest I'll ever come to feeling like a footballer.
Nathan, season's going really well for Villa so far, 8th in the table. Do you really need to sign anyone in the window, anyone you want in at Villa?
I don't think it's imperative. I think obviously the signings we made in the summer have obviously paid off really well. And even some of the players that maybe weren't performing as well last year, this year have really come into their own. So there's not really a specific like person or player that we feel like we need to bring in. I think it'd be nice to maybe have a striker just to back up Ollie Watkins just in case we need it. But at the moment, I think we can probably use some of our academy going off the performance the other night.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to say to you, Nathan. I mean, Louis Barry, superb.
Absolutely fantastic. And seems like a really nice guy. And, you know, being a local lad, I can't imagine how that would have felt for him. And just seeing not just his, but all the players' faces. I mean, I celebrated that goal probably more than any other goal this season because it was just such an amazing thing to see, like young lads living their dream. And some of them will never probably play again for Aston Villa because that's just how it works in football. And for them to experience that is just, I mean, yeah, dream come true stuff.
And Nathan, how would you assess the business done in the last window? Ollie Watkins has been fantastic since that move from Brentford. Emi Martinez has looked really good in goal since the move from Arsenal. How would you look at the overall success of the signings?
I think the recruitment's just been second to none. And I think every Villa fan kind of will echo that. And obviously Martinez has just strengthened the back completely. Like I say, some of the older players that have come into their own this season has been great. But I think Matty Cash has been fantastic, solid all season. Obviously Ross Barkley, I know he's injured at the minute, but the energy he was giving us at the start of the season to play off Jack was just absolutely incredible to watch. And I think it's good to have a team now that are fighting for places, and it's not just, you know, going by the name on the back of the shirt. At the minute, if you're good enough, you'll play. And if you get injured, you've got to fight your way to get back in. And I feel like it's just a really, really good time to be a Villa fan. And the atmosphere around the club just seems right. It feels like it's being ran proper now from the bottom up. And that's just a great way to see your own team doing that.
And we just saw a shot of you there holding up the Villa shirt like you were a new signing there. I think you're part of the foundation there at Aston Villa now as well. I mean,
yeah.
What's your footballing ability like? Can you play? Can you ring up Dean Smith, get you signed on?
Well, I used to play in goals because I'm so tall. I was a goalkeeper and I wasn't the best, but I was all right. But no, I said, can we just take the picture of the shirt so I can announce me signing to a foundation? Because that's probably I've always wanted to be a footballer. And if that didn't work out, I'd be a musician. So I managed to do one of them. But I'm kind of slyly living my football dream through being an ambassador of the club's foundation. So it's all a bit of banter, but no, it's great.
And one of your songs last year was with KSI, who we know is a big Arsenal fan. So can you give him a bit of trash talk this morning? Tell us why Villa are going to finish above KSI's team this year.
I think we're just overall better. I think we've got better fans. I think we've got better famous fans. I feel like obviously they used to be a bit of a bogey team of ours, obviously because they're better. But obviously in the last couple of seasons we keep coming out on top, and he's not happy about it. And every time I text him after we beat him, I get called some nasty words. But he's a great guy. Just a shame he supports that load of ramble.
It's just seeing some shots of the two of you filming for a video there as well on the basketball court. Nathan, great to speak to you. You're welcome on this show anytime.
Thank you so much. Take care.